Hey friends, I thought I'd show you around Lake Merritt. For this week's vlog, we are headed back to Reno. Reno again, you may ask. Yes. Partially, I just love the Sierra Nevadas and going up to those mountains. And I also can't gamble in California card rooms. Last year, my husband and I made a great choice for ourselves, and we signed the self-ban restricting us from gambling, and I think even entering California card rooms. That was a great choice for us, and I encourage anyone who is considering taking a break or maybe thinking they have a problem with gambling to explore the self-ban options in their area. It certainly has helped us a lot. I also recommend this really neat workbook. It's used a lot by problem drinkers, but it has some great activities that can help you just reflect on and bring more awareness to your own compulsive behaviors. We all have them, we're just human, and sometimes life gets really hard. So tonight I'm headed to the gym, gonna pack up, and I'll see you all tomorrow for more poker adventure in Reno. Yay! Stop it. Sitting here in the high limit, hopefully they don't mind, at the Grand Sierra Resort and Casino. Just saw Frank, shout out to Frank. We met last week at the same tournament and sat beside each other. Looks like we're gonna be playing together again today. So Frank, I wish you luck, but I'm not that nice. I'm just kidding, let's go have some fun, have some drinks. The goal for today, for me, is to work on confidence, which maybe sounds kind of vague, but I think it's really important. I've played sports a lot, and I've noticed that whenever I think that I'm not gonna play well, or I'm not gonna make that basket, or not gonna make that goal, I tend to screw up. So I think I do the same thing in poker sometimes, and I found myself being kind of nervous coming over here and thinking like, oh my God, can I go 3 for 3? Because I chopped in this tournament last week, and the week before I'd played and chopped 2. And I think it's really hard and takes some luck to win this specific tournament. So I'm like, I don't know if I can actually go 3 for 3. I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna practice being more confident and not letting self-doubt or fear get the best of me. So whenever I find myself getting a little nervous or self-doubting, I'm gonna think of something that's encouraging to me. The image I'm going to use to help me to remind myself to not doubt myself and just to be courageous and make the right choices is gonna be like a queen, goddess, warrior, like a really fierce, awesome woman, because that's who I wanna be. And I think I need that sometimes. I think all women need that sometimes. I'll let you know if the queen, goddess, warrior helps me out at all in this tournament. We'll definitely need some help.
Nice try.
Here we go. It's queen, goddess, warrior, woman, fuck you, pay me time. are officially donezo. Done. By done I mean I busted out of the tournament. Sorry y'all. It sucks. I really tried to harness the energy of the Queen Goddess Warrior, but it just, Queen Goddess Warrior, it was an off day for her, and she didn't help us out this time. So let me tell you how we got here. In this first hand, I have Jack 6 offsuit in the small blind. Not exactly a hand I would normally play, but there was just a new player added to the table. She came in middle position and limped in, and there was another limper behind her on the button, or the hijack. Same thing at this point. And I had a reason to believe that the big blind wouldn't be putting in a raise, so I thought I was priced in to make the call. So I do, I put another half of a blind and I make the call, see if we can hit anything on the flop. Sure enough, the flop is pretty sweet. It comes 6-3-6 with 2 hearts out there. I want to see if I can induce the middle position player that opened with the limp to go ahead and bet some more. So I check, the big blind checks, and sure enough, the woman that just sat down in middle position puts in a bet. She only bets 600, which is a min bet at this point. 600. She only bets 800, which, yeah, that's right, right? No. Okay, damn it, it was 600. She put in a bet of 600. Don't drink bourbon. The other player, the other limper folds, and I go for the good old fashioned check raise. And I put in a raise to 2,000, which is, you know, a little bit more than 3 times her bet. The big blind goes ahead and jams all in for 2,075, barely more than I bet. And the middle position raiser calls. So the turn card comes in offsuit 4. Great for us because it doesn't bring the flush. I imagining the middle position player will go all in. She has probably about 2 big blinds left in her stack. She does go all in, and of course I snap call with the set and the decent kicker. Big blind turns over his hand. He has 9-6 offsuit, so he also has a set, but with a worse kicker. And middle position immediately calls out, I have a full house. And she turns over pocket 4s. She hit a very nice 2-outer on the turn. The river comes a brick, and we lose a pretty sizable pot, which was painful. I don't know what else I could have done there. I really think the only thing that I could have done differently, the only 2 things I could have done differently would be either to fold pre-flop or shove on the flop. Shoving on the flop, though, defeated the purpose of me trying to get the middle position raiser to bet. I was hoping to get her to put her money in bad, and she did, but it just didn't work out that time. Maybe I made a bad call. I don't know. You guys can decide what I could have done differently. That one kind of hurt and felt a little dirty, as they always do when you flop a set only to have it, only to get beat by a 2-outer. In this next hand, I hope you all don't judge me. Actually, I don't care. Judge me all you want. I was really just playing my position because the blinds and the antes were going up so fast. I thought to myself, I need to make some moves. So I go all in with just about 10 big blinds when I am in the cutoff position with 3-4 offsuit. I know they're not ideal cards, but I like that they're connected, and I like the position I was in because I felt the button, the small blind, and the big blind were playing rather tight. So that's why I chose to make the shove there. I really just wanted to pick up the chips. naturally, with 3-4 offsuit, I wasn't really looking to go to showdown with someone. But I just got pretty unlucky, and the big blind naturally snap called with pocket kings. At first I kind of, you know, banged my head up against the wall for making that choice, but at the end of the day, it would have been the same outcome if I'd had pocket 9s, pocket 10s, jacks, queens, or ace king, for that matter, because the board was just a bunch of bricks and kings were the best. So there's a way that my hand didn't matter, and I was really just playing position, and more often than not, that would have got through. But at this particular moment, the big blind woke up with a big hand, and we lost not just a sizable chunk of our stack, the whole stack. The whole stack was gone. It was gone. Gone, gone, gone. But not to fret. There's still a few minutes to rebuy, so I went ahead and did a rebuy and an add-on. Doubled up the next hand, and we're going to the break with 14,000 in chips. Coming back from break, blinds are 400 to 800 with a 100 ante. So a little life left in us, but some work to do. Didn't play too many cards after the break. Made some folds, picked up a few little pots, and we were down to less than 10 big blinds. I think I effectively had about 1,500 in my stack, and the blinds were going up right then to 800, 1,600. The blinds were going up to 800, 1,600 with a 300 ante. So I effectively had under 10 big blinds, as is a common theme in this really super quick, insane little tournament here at the Grand Sierra. So it folds around, and we are in the big blind with ace king offsuit. I look down and I think, yay! The small blind on my right, who's been playing pretty tight, and has me covered in chips, turns to me and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta do this," as he puts all his chips in, and I immediately think he has a strong hand. Knowing that he probably has a strong hand, I still have ace king, got 10 big blinds, and I'm ready to flip. So I go ahead and call it all off, put all the chips in there, and it's one of the nastiest little flops. Ace king jack on the flop. So our opponent flops a set, we've got 2 pair, turn and river, brick, brick. So boom, out of the tournament, dunzo right there. The good old ace king offsuit. I wish Pitbull would stop the party. He's so loud. Overall, definitely could have made some better choices. Could have made some worse choices. Didn't get very lucky. Queen, warrior, goddess. There's no help today. So after last week's win of 185 and today's buy-in of 25 plus $20 rebuy plus $20 add-on, we are down to 120 in winnings. What you gonna do? Now I'm headed back to Tahoe City, and I'm going to relax and enjoy my night and nurse my wounds the best way possible with a hot tub and probably a nice strong drink. This is Matt.
I don't even know your name. What's your name? I really have never followed that. No.
You can just call me Queen. Christy, like
Christy.
Christ with a Y at the end.
That's tight, because my last name is Christy.
Now you know his
like
legal
Christ.
name.
It's like Christ.
And we're always going to know your government name now.
No, we can't do that.
This is Matt. He's the worst dealer in the universe. Worst
I'll
dealer in the universe. He's awesome. Tip him very big at the GSR. Do you deal anywhere else?
I deal with the Peppermill every now and then when they do their Red It Up tournaments for Jason.
Oh, so that's coming up soon.
Yeah.
You'll see him at Red It Up Reno.
Although I'll be playing that event, I won't be dealing with it this time.
So try to bust him out.
Good luck.
Good morning and welcome back to week 2 of Poker by the Fire. Cheers. Last night we booked a loss in a tournament that has a really fast structure. So wasn't totally expecting a win, but definitely remained confident and hopeful and tried hard through the whole tournament. Next week I think I'll do something a little bit different. And I'm actually going to do a hand analysis and play a couple cash games with a fun experiment. Thank you to everyone who has commented and subscribed. I really appreciate all the feedback. I'm so new at this and I'm still kind of working out my style, so I really appreciate the thoughtful comments you all have posted and the words of encouragement. Lastly, I want to thank my brother Larry for letting me borrow his drone. So let's go take it for a spin. Really? That sucks. Nothing like a little good old-fashioned B&E. From Lake Merritt to Lake Tahoe.